Good morning, broadcasters. 360 Seconds News and Commentary for Broadcast Professionals is on the air. I'm Maria Kholodova from TKT. Let's discuss the latest technological news with our respected experts, Philip Grossman and Mary Seidler. Don't forget to give the program a like. The Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6KG2 has the latest Blackmagic Generation 5 color science and retains the popular cinematic Super 35 HDR image sensor with 13 stops of dynamic range, dual native ISO, and EF lens mount. This lets customers use larger EF lenses to create cinematic images with shallower depth of field, allowing creative defocused backgrounds and bokeh effects. Philip, what do you think about the new features of this camera?
Well, it's interesting. Blackmagic over the last 4 or 5 years has really, even longer than that though, has really created some interesting cameras that are in the affordable price range for, especially for smaller organizations. It's a little confusing as to what exactly they've changed on this camera. This is a generation 2 of an existing design. So it's probably going to be more on the electronics and some of the software on the innards than anything else. I believe they may have removed the OLPF filter as well on that camera, giving it slightly better optical design. But in general, Blackmagic makes some great little cameras. The quality of the image is fantastic. You know, we're a lot of organizations were used to using GoPros a long time ago, and now you can get something like this Blackmagic Pocket camera. It really is an entry-level cinematography style camera. It makes great images.
And Mary, I know you specialize in audio, but do you have anything to add about the Blackmagic camera?
No, but my experience with Blackmagic as a company, they're fantastic to deal with, and they've always made really good products that make sense in the marketplace and are usually very affordable. So I'm thrilled with all the innovations they're doing in camera technology.
All right, now moving on to Neumann-Berlin. Neumann-Berlin and Merging Technologies, one of the world's manufacturers of high-resolution digital audio recording systems, will now be working together under the umbrella of the Sennheiser Group. With this step, Neumann-Berlin will enlarge its range of audio solutions. So Mary, what do you think about this collaboration?
So Merging Technologies has always been a really innovative, cool company. And I'm so happy for Claude Cellier and his group to be now working under the Sennheiser umbrella. It makes a lot of sense for Neumann because now they'll have access to very high quality A to D and D to A's. And if you've seen some of the very cool things that Merging has made over the years, now they'll have a much bigger way to get into a worldwide market. It's interesting that Sennheiser they seem to be focusing much more on professional solutions instead of trying to get into the consumer market. Sad for us who absolutely love some of their technology that we use as consumers, but I think it's a brilliant move.
And what do you think this means for broadcasters?
I think it will give Merging Technologies a much bigger footprint. So countries where you don't see a lot of merging technology equipment, maybe in North America, under the power of Sennheiser, I think that people will be more interested and at least more aware of what merging is doing. And I just love those guys. I followed them from the day one.
And Philip, I know that you're in video, but do you have anything to add about this specific collaboration?
Yeah, I think this is going to bring a lot of brand recognition to them under the Sennheiser brand, which is always, as Mary said, they've always been sort of focused on that prosumer. They make some great professional stuff, and again, I think this gives them a bit more up in the professional realm of the audio workplace. So it's exciting to see. Little sad to see so many mergers happening and acquisitions in the industry, but it's just part of that process that eventually we'll see breakups and mergers and new equipment and new companies.
All right, now moving on to Foxtel. In 2020, Foxtel started a project to exit the aging television center facility at Macquarie Park. The new tag IP solution is used across the entire Foxtel platform, from the ingest of the signal from playout or third-party, pre-compression, and post-compression. The system is the largest solution of its kind in the Southern Hemisphere. So Philip, how do you think that broadcasters can benefit from this?
Yeah, so Tag has really been doing, I mean, ever since the beginning, being software focused solution as opposed to hardware driven. Hardware now has become much more capable, so they're able to do much more with their software. And the fact that they're able to monitor just about every kind of signal within that solution just simplifies the sort of management engineering side of it for the broadcaster. They're not having a one solution for in-house multi-viewing, another one for return signal multi-viewing. It sort of gives them this universal view of everything and simplifies it for them from a management perspective. And I would imagine, because of it being software, the ability to scale simply is there as well. Additional server, additional software, more streams that can be monitored. So it's exciting to see, where Tag has been going.
Great. Well, that's all the time we have today. Many thanks to our experts, Philip and Mary. Don't forget to comment on the news that we've discussed. See you next Monday at the same time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.